Check, 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 check. Am I on 5?
You're on 4.
Check, 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 check. Okay.
Gabe's like, you guys really
What
like
am
to be
I? Oh,
loud.
damn. I'm only on like 2.5. I'm going to put it up a little bit.
Yeah.
If y'all two gonna put it up, no, hell no, put me up then. I can't
Why?
compete with you
Oh,
guys.
no, that's a little too loud. Hold on. All right. Is it good? Everybody's good?
I mean,
Yeah. Check.
whatever.
All
You
right.
took my box.
Great.
Pause.
I put you a little louder.
All right.
All right, ready?
That was pause. That was
Yeah.
I said pause.
disgusting.
I
Oh my
said pause,
gosh.
bro.
I missed it.
Damn it, they got it all.
That was nasty.
They're getting good stuff right now. All right, ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us once again for the Discipline Therapy Podcast. As you can see, we have
Cover this. I'm going to
We
be
have-
ADHDing out.
a guest with us sitting in the hot seat, like usual, in the middle. No, man. no.
I'm going to keep looking at the lights.
Yo.
Oh Lord.
I know that I'm going to.
You first of all, you just totally disrupted the beginning of.
I
who
wasn't
is-
trying to.
Okay.
I was trying to do it silently.
Okay. Who is this? You want to know who's already disrupting? This is Potts Too Cold, a very talented artist out of Long Island who happens.
Eccentric.
Pots, what's the too cold stand for?
I'm just too cold.
Ice cold. Like,
Exactly.
just savage.
Oh Lord.
Yep, there you go.
okay.
Yes, sir. Right
Okay.
there.
And he also happens to be my son. Anyway, you know how we do before we get the actual show going? We do the little tuning fork.
I like that.
Feel the energy, baby.
Yes, shout out to Center Stage Music Studio in Long Island. Show
Shout
is
them out.
sponsored by yes, Belmore, New York. So as for Joe,
He's the best.
yeah. All right, so
This is
season 9 premiere.
yes. I was about to say you haven't been invited to our premiere of season 9. Can you believe
First premiere.
your good old mom? My bad.
Uh-huh.
9 seasons doing the podcast.
It does. It seemed like you've been doing it a long time, but 9 makes it seem like a lot longer.
A lot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's opening it for season 10.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. She's gonna do what I do. Introduction. 2 years later, right? 9 seasons. Pretty dope.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty dope.
Congrats.
I don't know how dope
Mhm.
season 10 will be when I open it, but whatever.
Oh, it's gonna be fire.
right.
Episode 91, season 9. But before we get into the topic, ladies and gentlemen, y'all know what I do. We know y'all are fiends, and y'all know what that means. We're serving you your dose weekly of discipline therapy where everything is completely free. Well, not everything is completely free
Not
because we're on
anymore.
Patreon now. So some things are still free. And what is free is judgment free, sucker free, censor free, sensitive free, and plenty of liberty. God and the ancient ancestors are great, and that means everything else is straight. So go grab your wine, popcorn, or my favorite roll of blunt, but make sure your children are in bed. Why? Because we have that soul food and most importantly, sometimes vulgar conversation prepare your mind to be
Mhm.
fed. Like one up, inhale life and exhale strife. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, you are tuned in to the Discipline Therapy Podcast.
We're
where
back.
he- Oh,
Which
okay.
one is it? We're back or we're here?
We're both.
We're
We're
both.
here. We're back.
We're here and we're back.
Yeah. We
I'm
never
here.
never
I'm not back.
rehearsed that part
No.
before we go.
Well, because it's a season
live.
premiere.
Uh,
All right. So season premiere topic we have: are single people really single? So because Pot's Too Cold is here, I'm gonna ask you: are you single right now?
I am.
Are you single, or like kind of single?
I'm single. I'm just fucking around.
so are you single and fucking or single and dating?
I'm married to the bag.
Uh,
Yeah.
Okay,
the-
so
these women,
God.
well, he's
these
single.
young girls can't get near me. I'm only looking for the bag bitches, not
What's
the bad bitches. The,
The
bag
bad
bitches.
bitches.
What does that mean? What does that mean? The bag, the bitches
You got-
about
Nah,
their money?
You don't gotta be rich, but yeah, you gotta be about your business. Like,
Ambitious.
yes,
Mm.
sir. There we go.
Okay.
All right. So
Okay.
we got some bullets for you.
Okay.
Mr. Yield Discipline was like, "You sure you want to ask these questions? He is your child.
Yeah.
The man is 24 years old.
Yeah.
So let's get going. Let's get
I
cracking.
just don't know the dynamic because I know with my mother, like, I'm not fucking bringing her on the show. She tried to come on the show. My pops, he's a reverend. He's trying to come on the show. I'm like, Poppy, no way.
I was
'cause
about
now,
to say.
now I have to. I'm used to being vulgar. And you know,
On your
I u-
podcast?
I use a lot of profanity, and I don't use that in front of my parents. So I'm gonna have to like now put on a mask.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Your parents are reverends, Gabe. Are
That's
your
true.
parents reverends?
Nah, they're grind balls.
That is not nice, but whatever. All right, so we're gonna jump right in.
Grind balls. That's the
That's not
first time
funny.
I heard that one. So, okay, he answered the first question. I was gonna ask if you're sexually active.
No
But
way. He didn't answer that question. He said
he
he's
said he's
married
not.
to the bag.
Yeah, he said he's not single and fucking. I asked
Yeah,
that.
yeah, nah.
You're not single. You're just
Mm.
single.
I'm just single.
Okay.
So, do you think women tell men they're single who they're interested in but not taken? But the men that they aren't interested in, that they feel like are creeps, they say they're taken. Do you feel like a lot of women do that?
I feel like everybody does that. Like,
I agree.
I won't use that excuse, but I'll tell the girl like I'm not really look. Well, that's not really a lie, but I'll just say like whatever. Like I'm not really looking for nothing right now. You know, if I want to use it, it should be like, oh, why not? I'll be like, oh, I got a girl.
Mm.
If she presses it, but I'm not really.
Do they normally, like, if you say no, do women usually be like, why not? Because I know men do. You tell a guy, you know.
I don't think it's like a guy like, well, why the fuck not? I think it's more like, oh, like they're already interested in you, so they're like trying to.
It's a hit to the ego.
I don't think it's that. I think they're just trying to find out what the reason is. I think.
Oh,
they're
so but women do usually say, why not?
Yeah, they'll be like,
Huh.
oh, like what? Well, what do you got going on?
Interesting.
I'm like,
I definitely
lot of things,
have
lot of
told
things.
men I've lied and said I am in a relationship or something like that
That you-
because I'm not interested in them, and just to be nice about it. Because you
Mhm.
figure if a woman tells you she has a man, you know, a woman is thinking, all right, he'll back off. But a lot of times guys are like, oh, what your man got to do with me? You know, stupid shit.
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
well, I think if they think they're a creep, they don't want to be like, nah, fuck you, like you're ugly or you're a bum. Then the guy's gonna get pissed off. He's gonna tweak out.
Guys
They-
get pissed off anyway.
Yeah, I know, but like
that-
that's more likely to. And I'm not saying that's okay. I'm just saying like that's what happens.
Yeah, it's awful.
Yeah, so women are more concerned with the possible ramifications.
Yeah, our
exactly.
safety.
So
Hell
they,
yeah. Especially
that
with
makes sense.
how
'Cause-
how things have been in the past. In the news, women get freaking. They show women getting freaking attacked just because she said no thanks.
Because
Yeah,
me,
yeah.
me personally, whether I'm interested in her or not, she knows. You know what I'm saying? Because I like to be honest. Like I don't volunteer information, but if something's asked of me, I will, oblige
That's fair.
and give them that just because I believe in karma. I don't believe in like leading people on.
Yeah.
So I live a different lifestyle also. So when women ask me, "Are you single?" I'll say, "I'm not single, but I'm not taken." And then they'll
Okay.
be like, "What does that mean?"
yeah.
And I break it down. People know women don't own me.
Mhm.
Like women don't claim, technically speaking. Like men are in charge of relationships and commitment. You know, a man asks a woman to be his wife. So women in my life never claim me
Okay.
on a technical aspect. So like I'll say that, and I'll also
Technical
say
fighter.
like technically I'm not married. So when I fill out my W-2s and I-9, it's head of household or it's single.
Mhm.
You know, so even if I did tell a woman I was single and she's like, "Oh, he lied," technically speaking, I am.
Yeah, I mean, I consider single like you don't gotta.
You're not married.
I mean, well, yeah, legally, but I mean, like, if I'm just messing with a girl, like, we don't have a title, then yeah, I'm single.
Mm.
You know,
Yeah.
until you tell me, like, hey, we're dating, like, I'm single.
So you need the girl to tell you that you're dating. You're not the one to say it.
Hell no.
No. Why is that? Because you don't want to put yourself in your own trap.
Nah, just because, I just go with how it is. Like, you know what I
Mm.
mean? Like,
You're a go with the flow type of guy.
yeah.
Mm.
So if you
Yeah.
tell me, like, hey, guess what? Like, I'm locking it down. Like, all right.
You like that?
Yeah, I like a girl who could tell me like what she wants. I'm not trying to like.
Yes.
I'm not a detective.
Mm.
This man said a
I'm
detective.
not
You
trying to
sure
look
ain't?
for clues. Like, tell
You-
me what it is straight up, and that's it.
You're not a decision maker too.
Nah, I
think
am,
that's what-
but it's more like the confidence because I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do, but you're not
Okay.
telling me what you're gonna do. So it's like,
Okay.
all right, I can rock with that.
What do
Okay.
you mean? But you just said that you like for her to tell you when you guys are in a relationship or not.
Yeah, I do, but
But you're still gonna do.
I'm
what
not
you're
gonna
do?
I'm not gonna get involved with somebody who that I can't see that as a possibility in the first place.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna mess around with somebody who I know like this is only for like 2 months, or this is only for
The night.
this is only for sex, or this is only for you know what I mean? Like it
Yeah.
doesn't really make sense to me. Like
Mm.
I'm only getting involved with women who I could see something with in the first place.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm the same way. So it's like when I encounter a woman and I know I'm interested in her, whether I'm interested or not, she's gonna know that I'm not alone.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Because even if I told a woman I was single, they would question that more. You know, they'd be like, "There's no way." Because if I like all these things about him and he's successful, handsome, and all this, there gotta be at least one or two. You know what I'm saying? Even if he's talking to, like, there's no way we're not virgins anymore. If he's not a virgin, he's probably talking to somebody. He might not be sexually active.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? But there's a woman, especially if he's heterosexual, he's not going the other way.
In my opinion, I think is none of her business. I'm gonna let you keep guessing. It's none of
Mm,
my business what you do. You know,
mm.
I don't own you. You don't own me.
When does that change for you?
It doesn't change.
Ever?
What?
When you start to find out what the girl is doing, does that ever change? Like what her plans are for the day or anything like that?
Oh yeah, I mean like well
W-
once we have that relationship, but
So once you're already in a relationship, that
yeah,
changes.
yeah,
But in the
yeah, yeah,
beginning
yeah. I don't
stages, is
care.
not okay.
We'll do whatever you want.
Mm.
So let me ask you, how is it that men can have sex without intimacy and emotions, but women can't help it? Do you think that statement is true?
No, women like have sex with their friends all the time, like their girlfriends.
Wait, you mean like
Talk about
They
it.
be kissing each other in the club. They be like doing whatever. There's no, I mean, there's emotions, but it's not like attachment emotions. It's like, oh, that's my homie.
But you're saying that, right, that's another female that they're kissing?
Yeah, it could be a dude too.
Slapping their ass. Oh, girl, you got the biggest ass in the crew. You
Yeah,
looking
that's what
good
I'm
tonight.
saying. Yeah.
Grab her titties. Oh, you got them done? Let me
Sorry, I
feel.
don't grab my homegirl's titties. And I don't slap their asses. I
Okay.
don't do it.
I
But
don't
let me ask you, wait a second. I'm confused. So you think a woman kissing another woman or kissing a man, they do it without feelings? You're saying?
They can, yeah.
Okay, and you're saying no, discipline?
Um, so a man initiating the kiss? A man initiating the kiss?
I mean, I
Like,
guess so.
um,
However you want to talk about it.
he's adding emotion in there because
Was
you
that
don't.
part of it?
This is my personal opinion. You don't kiss somebody that you don't plan on being emotional with or you
Mm.
didn't build. Because like let's say they have a fuck buddy relationship, right? Let's say they're already in a relationship. And like me, just quick, you know, I don't want to get into it, but like sometimes when I'm having sex, it could be different positions. We're missionary. I could be kissing while I'm having sex.
Mhm.
So that's an emotional thing.
Hmm.
So if you're a man and you're not kissing, like they could be in a fuck buddy relationship, they could just be fucking doggy style every time.
Without the kiss.
Exactly.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So I feel like if you're you know, physically, you know, lips pressed against hers or vice versa, it's emotion.
For anybody.
I feel like it's definitely more intimate, but
And it go ahead.
I was gonna say I mean I've kissed bitches that I don't even like. Like, I
What
don't
the
even like
fuck?
you.
So why
I
are
think
you
you're a
kissing
terrible
her?
person.
So have you
Because she was hot?
have
It
you
was in the moment.
have you gave him like a peck on the cheek or was it long? Like was it like tongue? Was
Oh
it
yeah. Cause
Did-
I
did it-
was just on some different shit. Like I'm a hoe. I'm a former hoe. So right
Oh.
now I'm trying to.
You're a rejuvenating
I'm
hoe?
married to the bag. It's
Oh.
a committed relationship right now.
rehabilitated?
Yeah.
That's the
so-
word, rehabilitation. What did I say?
Exactly.
I said something else. I don't know what I
You
said.
know why? Because my energy's too precious to share with just anybody. I definitely
true.
I definitely agree with that.
I agree with
Mm.
that as well.
I mean, so how can they have sex without intimacy and emotion, but women can't help it? It's just the biology, men and women, and women are just naturally more emotional and sensitive than men. So we always heard women fall in love early, men fall in love late.
Hmm.
Most men, when they have sex, they don't involve emotion in it. Like technically speaking, having sex for a man is almost like taking a piss. So most men are like this. You know, I'm not in this category because when I have sex with a woman, there's emotions involved.
Mhm.
Because part of
For
my
you too? Emotions involved for
For
you
me.
too? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So part of my love language and showing emotions is me becoming territorial and possessive now. So now, like, I want to know how her day was. I want to know, did she make it home
Oh,
safe?
I don't care about all that.
Oh
That's what
my
I'm saying.
Lord.
Like, I get emotional.
I got you.
Yeah. So women are more inclined
Who
to.
raised this boy?
I'm just being
Wo-
honest. I
women-
don't care about
I'm
that.
No,
ashamed.
that's fine. That's fine because he's more in his masculine.
Yeah.
That's why. When you're more in your masculine and your femininity is kind of suppressed, you're like that. You're
Mm.
kind of emotionless with the opposite sex. When you balance it,
Mhm.
you add emotion.
No, I'm not. I'm not gonna say that. It's just I look at different types of women in different ways. You know what I mean? So there are women that I just think you're cool. I don't want nothing from you. I think you're just cool. So I
Like
don't
to be a friend?
yeah. So like
Mhm.
coworkers,
Okay.
whatever. So I don't look at you in that way.
Mm.
But then there's other girls who it's just like you're only good for
For
sucking
sex.
dick.
Oh
That's
my
it.
Lord.
That's the only thing you'll ever be good at
And you
and
agree.
good for. And I don't want that around me. So I'm
Mm.
like, you know what I mean? Like, and that's the type of girls that I think of when it's like, you just take them home. You know what I mean? Because you're not gonna. I'm not gonna say you're not gonna, but like women who are worth more than that, I think, I just don't really view them as like I don't care. You know, at that point, then I would care more. You know what I mean? I'd be like,
Mm.
oh, like I'm interested, so let me pursue something.
Right, put more effort into it. You're
Yeah,
saying.
yeah, yeah. But,
Right.
but these girls who are just like, oh, whatever. You know what I mean? Like you meet
Mm.
them at the club or wherever you meet them at.
Yeah.
I don't care
Well,
what you have to say at all.
I definitely agree with discipline about women. Obviously we are more emotional and we usually do put emotion when when it comes to anything physical, sex, kissing, whatever. But I feel like more women are able to just have sex because I feel like they are traumatized.
They're more in
For
their masculine. They're moving
right,
like
but
men.
they're moving like men for a reason because they got hurt by a man and now they're like, fuck that. I'm not gonna let another guy,
Well,
do that.
I think women put more passion into things. I don't think they put more emotion. I think men can be just as emotional. You see guys when they get turned down, they flip out. That's
Mm.
emotional. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's also it doesn't mean that emotion is because she said no because he's heard of it. That's his ego. He's like,
Ego.
fuck you,
a,
bitch.
a guy gets broken up with, it's like, oh, like I'm gonna or let's say he gets dumped for somebody else. Oh, now it's not just her, like now I'm gonna beat up that guy and I'm gonna
Mm,
do all this and I'm
mhm,
gonna fuck her friends and
Mhm.
you're
mhm,
emotional.
mhm. That's
Emotional.
true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Men are
Yeah.
just as emotional. It comes out differently. Women are more
Crying
soft
about it.
emotions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Men are just like
Well, not that soft when a bitch keys your car or cuts your
it's
clothes up.
better than keying you.
That's true. All right. When going out, if a woman dressed a bit provocative, are they seeking male attention?
So I'm not all. I think I dress fly because I like to dress. You know what I mean? So I
Right, but
assume it's the same thing
we're
for
talking about
women.
provocative, not just dressing
Provocative.
nice.
Mm.
I definitely think that women who show a whole lot are looking for attention, whether it's from males or females. They just want attention.
Mm.
Mm. It depends for me. I think I'll give an example. Like let's say a girl used to be like big as hell, and
Mhm.
she's looking good now. Like she was big in like high school type shit, but now my age, she's like, oh man, she's looking good. Obviously, she would want to like flex that, like show off her hard work. I don't know if it's necessarily attention.
It is
It's
attention.
probably mixed in there, but I think it's more like pride in what you have. Like a tattoo. Like I get a tattoo. Like I'm
You want to show it
I'm
off.
hiding it in every picture. Like you're gonna see it. It's not gonna be like, yo, look at my. It's gonna be like, like something like this, like the arms crossed. You see the tattoo. You know what I mean? So
Some women,
you
know what? Playing devil's advocate, some women don't realize it. It's a
I was gonna say
subconscious
that
thing,
too.
and some women are conscious of it. So I'm gonna break it
that's a good
down.
point.
Like the woman that lost, let's say she was 280 pounds, she loses 100 pounds. She's 180 now. When she's posting like that, it could be the I love my body, but this is the subconscious thing. She doesn't know men are like male nature. She doesn't know males are more visual than females.
Mm,
Both
okay.
both visual creatures, but men more.
Mhm.
men emphasize more on looks than women do.
Yeah.
So she might not be aware of that. So in a way, she's inviting. Remember, women could already acquire sex easier than us.
Well, she's not used to it either if she was big.
No, but she's definitely. It's not like she just got good looking out of nowhere. People have definitely been hitting her up slowly more and
Yeah.
more.
Yeah, but a person who, in that circumstance, who was big and then lost weight, they don't see themselves every time.
Oh
you
no,
know what I mean?
yeah. They don't see themselves like, oh, I'm a bad bitch. They probably see themselves
Yeah.
as
As
still as like a
bigger,
big girl.
exactly.
Now, the ones who are conscious and aware of male nature, they keep it for themselves. They keep the before and after maybe in their like their camera roll.
Mm-hmm.
They don't put it out there because these women are conscious that I'm food regardless.
Well, I think it's is the attention like the end goal type of like part of the question. You know what I mean? Like obviously it's gonna come with attention. But do you just want the attention, or is it like a girl profiting off her looks? Like, oh, I want the attention so that way I could get the money.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Well, I think that so I definitely think that women who dress provocatively are out looking for attention, like I stated earlier. But I think that keyword dressing provocatively, because you can show off your hard work with fitted clothes
Mm.
instead of a string bikini or just
I
holding.
think it
your
depends
boobs.
on the like venue of said place that they're at. You know, if you're on the beach, I don't.
Well, obviously, if you're on the beach and you're wearing a bikini, then,
Yeah,
but if you're
if you're at the club,
if
you
you're
shouldn't
at
be wearing a
exactly,
bikini.
if you're at the club and then you have a dress and like a see-through shirt, show with your, that's not, you know what I'm saying?
Mm,
That you want attention.
Yeah.
At some point there, you're looking for some sort of attention. Even if it's, damn, that bitch looks hot, that's still attention.
Mhm.
that's true.
That's me.
I mean,
Then I guess so. Yeah.
and it's worse nowadays because women are just following other women. So when they see these role models and these celebrities that are doing that, and the women empowerment, I love my body, they're just following the trend. So, I feel like women care more about attention than men.
I don't know. I disagree with that. I feel like everything a man does is for either. Well, no, I think at the end of the day, it's for women because you want money for what?
Most men.
Yeah, most men.
Yeah.
But I think men want attention just as bad. Like you just want it in different ways.
Like how? You can't say something on this podcast and not back it up. Sorry.
Okay, do you ever see women throw stacks of money?
Yes.
Because men are
How
not.
how often?
Rich bitches all the time. Cardi
I don't
B,
know
all
about
of
that.
them.
Cardi-
They be staying
She's
like
ratchet.
that.
That's different. I'm talking
It-
about you
I love you,
you could go any ratchet person, like anybody from the hood, man or female, is gonna throw money. That's just like in that culture. But I'm talking about like a CEO. A man is still gonna throw money more often than a female would.
Why,
I think.
Is that because that's his show of power?
Yeah, he wants to. A show of power is still like attention. Like you're not gonna
Right,
show
right.
power to an empty room.
Right. But that's what I'm getting at. You're saying that he throws that stack to get attention from.
Yeah, of course. Or
Okay.
even just like I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of different examples I could throw it out. Nice shoes. Why do you wear nice shoes? I wear nice shoes because I like to wear nice things. It catches my attention.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
I know you. You're my son. You're my son.
No,
I
but
know
that-
why you get them sneakers.
But that's what I'm saying. So when I see other people wearing nice shoes, I'm like, oh shit, like those are fire.
Mm.
You know what I mean? I keep a lot of my nice shoes
Pristine?
hidden, like not hidden, but like I don't keep it I don't wear them all the time. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? I have shoes that I have never worn. And why do I have them? Not because I want the attention, but because I want
But you
the
do want the
shoe.
attention because when you do wear your shoe, you're like, yeah, look at this fit. The whole fit is flying.
Yeah, you save it. You tuck it
You
away.
see what I'm saying? But
So
you do want the
You
attention,
tuck it
though.
away. Yeah, but it's attention at the right moment. You know what I mean? So
Here's what I believe. People in general, no gender based now, men and women who seek attention, it stems from a cry for acceptance. So the guy that's throwing the money, why is he doing that? If a man is in charge of commitment and relationship, why is he doing that? To catch prostitutes and strippers? Because they're not gonna be girlfriends.
I think it's just to show power and wealth. I don't think it's for.
A specific?
I don't think it's for anybody's companionment. I think it's just more like, look at what I can do.
And that that stems from insecurities.
Oh,
So in
definitely.
a way, it's like that's not a real man
What about an athlete though?
that does that.
You could be the best basketball player on your home court, you know what I mean? But people who take it to that next level want attention, you know what I
They
mean?
want it
What
for
le-
them.
what next
I'm pretty
level?
sure Kobe, when Kobe was striving for that, is because he wanted those rings. He
Rip
didn't give a
Kobe.
fuck.
Kobe is not most men though.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So it's like you're saying that these athletes. First of all, if a man is a simp and he gets $10 million tomorrow, he's still gonna be a simp.
Of course.
So the thing is, if an athlete wants to strive to his greatness and elevate at his optimal level, not all the time he's doing that for external validation.
Yeah,
That's
but
true. It's for
you're
the family.
you're
Because-
thinking of the top athletes like LeBron, Jordan, Kobe, but how many people actually become LeBron, Jordan, or Kobe? Like, there's mad different. Miles Davis, he just went to. Miles Davis is a singer, right? Is Miles something? Miles Bridges.
Bridget,
He
yeah.
just went to jail, I'm pretty sure, for beating on his girl. That's not. He wants to be the best athlete. He wants attention.
Mm,
You know what I mean? Not for the beating on his girl, just for being an athlete in general.
Right.
mm.
He's a rapper now. You know what I mean? There's Damian Lillard's a rapper. He's not doing that just for the love of the game. He wants attention.
Oh, these are athletes you're talking about?
These are athletes, yeah.
Wow,
Like
that's
there's
amazing.
Iman Shumpert. He raps. They do it because it's fun,
Mm.
but
They want more attention. You're saying.
they're not devoting everything that they have to being the best basketball player that they could be. So it's not to be the best. It's
Mm.
for attention or for money or whatever. But subconsciously, it's for like validation and stuff.
All
like
right, I'm moving
Okay.
on to the next
that.
one.
Even artists too.
All right.
Okay.
Well, this piggybacks off of the first question, which is about women dressing provocative. If they're not seeking male attentions, why don't they go to an all-girls club or a gay club versus a unisex where they know men will be there?
Maybe they're homophobic.
Mm.
I've never heard of a girl being like.
I feel
I
like
definitely have.
I feel like,
Really? Wow.
I feel like at the end of the day, like most women, like 98% of them, the 2% are excluded, but the 98% just want external validation. You know what I'm saying? Even a married woman, I've seen celebrities, and celebrities' wives, athletes' wives, I'm not gonna mention them. They were going on podcasts like, oh, I want to get male attention. She's married.
Mm. hmm
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I
I want
saw
to
that.
feel this way. She's not saying I want to get sexual now. I'm gonna open my legs, but she wants to feel pretty. Maybe because her husband doesn't tell her she's beautiful, whatever. She wants to feel like, oh, I just had a couple of kids. I lost a little bit of weight.
Or
Like,
even if like they're just not feeling good about themselves that week, let's go to the club. I know I'm gonna get
don't-
hit on.
Yeah, I think
it's
I
like
don't
a
think that that's
tease.
like a nature thing though. I think that's like a societal thing.
nature versus
Yeah,
nurture.
because I think if obviously money right now, like I get paid this much or whatever. Like let's say it changed. Like the status of power now was I have this length of hair. Guess what? Every bald guy is gonna go and get fucking
Hair implants.
Turkish hair transplants. Yeah, like you
Mm.
know what I mean. Like it's all about.
What's popular in
It's
in
all about
society?
what's like a demand. You know what I mean? Like what are you bred to accomplish? And
Mm.
men are bred to accomplish getting money, being like a provider, spreading your seed, bagging like the most girls. So women are trained to be like submissive and look for that attention and not really be that male role. You know what I mean? Like there's roles that people are kind of bred to do. So I don't necessarily think that that's like
Do you
women
think that's changing?
naturally.
Do you think that's changing those roles? You know what? This is totally.
So do you think women care more about attention than men?
Nah, I think it's probably equal. So give or take like a percentage point or two.
Okay.
Do you think women love or fiend for dick more than men desire commitment? I think it's the other way around, actually.
More than men desire. Do women like to just have sex more than men want commitment?
I think it's the other way around. I think that
I
women
think women
rather
love
have
sex.
I think-
commitment. Yeah, from a committed relationship.
No,
maybe.
no, it's
Mm.
if do women want to have sex more than men want to have commitment. It's not women want to have
That's
commitment.
kind of hard
Oh.
because I feel like men want a specific commitment. They want women committed to them, and
Not the
they
other
don't
way
want
around.
to commit. So I don't know. That's a good question.
My business partner, he
'Cause-
likes to come up with these questions. You're lucky you didn't get the. You could only choose one. Those are awful because they're all pretty good, and then you can only choose one.
I definitely believe women fiend for and love dick more than men desire commitment. It's like,
I
yo,
agree.
she could
Once
be
you said it like
celibate.
that, I agree.
She could be celibate. Go ahead.
I think that's like saying, do men like sex more than women want commitment? Because I think it's the same thing. It's the same answer. I think
Depends on it. It depends on what your definition of commitment is. So here's the thing: women nowadays will settle for dick more than a relationship. That's why I've met chicks at the club, and they came to me, and I was like, "Are you single?" And they said, "I'm single." I said, "Now I need to ask you another question." She said, "What? Are you single and fucking, or single single?" She was like, rolled her eyes. I'm single and fucking.
But I think
So-
that's more like the women empowerment. Like, yeah, we don't need to be.
Yes,
locked
that's
down.
why I said nowadays. So we exchange Instagrams. I'm trying to get on the show. Not gonna mention who she is. She said she just wants a companion, quote unquote, in my ideology, dick on a weekly basis. So she's like, I don't want a relationship, trust issues, blah blah blah. I said, but you're letting him inside you though. Trust issues? That's
Like
that's
an
weird.
oxymoron.
So
I guess so.
now
yeah.
when I go on her Instagram, I see a guy. I assume this is the guy she's letting fuck her. They're taking pictures together, kissing and all this stuff, and I'm like, single and fucking, but you're taking pictures like y'all together.
And posting
Mhm.
it, no less.
So it's like either this woman is confused or she was interested in me. I don't know. So sometimes they lie, right? So it's like, why? And this is not my right for me to ask her this, so I didn't. But in my mind, I'm like, why are you settling for just sex and not a commitment? You see what I'm
Mm.
saying? Like most women, you could be celibate for 2 years, a woman. The moment you give her that good dick, she wants it all the time. And it's gonna come down to now because women are more empowered and they make their own money, they're not looking at men like back in the day when they were success objects.
Yeah.
So now they look at men as if I got my own place, got my own money, my tire blows out, I could call AAA. All I want is companion, quote unquote, dick on a weekly basis. And they rather settle for that than actually wait for the ring or
Well,
all this,
I don't
all
think
these
that's
other
settling
things.
then at that point because you have everything. So I don't see it as settling. I see it as women empowerment? I guess to a degree. I don't think being a hoe is,
Empowering.
I don't think getting passed around is empowering, but I think, you know what? Yeah, like I am horny. Like let me go to the club and get whatever guy I want. Yeah, I guess that is empowering, but if you have everything, your own car, your own house, your own money, then I don't see it as settling. But if you're a bum, you still live at home, you don't got a car, and you're like, oh yeah, like let me just go get. No, then you are settling because
You still have things that have to be
you
taken care of.
you don't have your priorities straight. So I think it's all about priorities. If it's settling,
Okay. That's your opinion. I respect it. I disagree. The success of a woman is how she can get with a man and the commitment out of that. So sex to me is not a commitment.
no, it's not.
It's not. So it's like, especially if the woman's already like companion, if y'all not going out on a weekly basis, y'all not having long conversations, getting to know each other, building recreational intimacy, it's only sexual intimacy, is not a real relationship. You're single and fucking.
Oh no, I don't think it's a relationship.
She clearly said she was single. Then when I asked her more, she said single and fucking. So she don't see a future with that guy. She's what you said, I'm horny. It's maybe we have sex twice a week, once a month, when I
Okay.
get off my period, before and after my period. Because that's when women are the horniest devils the most.
Okay.
Before and after their period. So that's when they'll hit up that guy. So
Well-
maybe it's a twice a month thing.
Well,
So
wait,
she's
what's
single.
where's the disagreement though?
What?
What are you disagreeing with?
You said The woman is successful if she got her own place, this and that, and she's getting dick.
No, she doesn't believe she's settling if she has all of that
Yeah. Oh yeah, settling. So I believe she's settling.
because she doesn't have all of that with the
Yes,
one
because women, how he broke down how women were back in the days, it's still like that. But feminism, the indoctrination of it, is fucking women's DNA up. It's a reverse engineer of women. And that's why a woman can make her own money and she's like, I don't need a man. But the success of a woman is having a man.
I don't agree with that.
And that's why I'm saying we could agree to disagree. But
'Cause
that's my opinion.
Just because you have a man doesn't make you successful. What if that man is broke? He don't do anything but just lay around the house. Don't even have a job. How is that successful?
Yeah, then it's not successful. But
So
how many
having
men-
a successful man makes a woman successful?
how many men you know are like that?
I know a lot of men like that.
you need to
I
find
know a
better.
lot of men like
you
that.
need to find
know-
better friends.
do you
I
man.
know a lot. I'm not friends with them. I'm just saying I know a lot of men who have no priorities. All they're worrying about is getting this hoe, selling this eighth of weed, and go smoking a fucking Black and Mild. That's all they fucking care about.
And they're with successful women?
no, but that's what I'm saying. Like, what you're
So,
saying is what makes a woman successful is just having a man. So
And
if they
getting
were to
that-
get a woman, is that woman successful, but he's a bum?
And getting that commitment.
He could.
It's not
so
just having.
I think. All right. So I have to be the translator here. I think what Gabe is saying is, if a woman who has it all, right, and she gets with a man who is a bum, like how he says doesn't strive for anything, then how is that adding to her success? If anything, it's more like a liability, not a liability, but is bringing her down.
She
You know what I'm
doesn't
saying?
have a man. She doesn't have a man. She
He's
might
not
just,
a real man.
She
you're
might
saying.
just have dick. She doesn't have a man at that moment. That guy is less than a man. The bums that you talk about, that's not a man.
So what if there's two CEOs of a company, like of two different companies? One is a man, one is a woman. They have the same money. They live in the same building. All that. The man is successful, but the woman's not. They're both single.
Okay.
Damn, this is a good one.
I'm just saying.
Success on a financial accolades aspect. But, okay, like I said, we could agree to disagree. Women are not providers. Men are. We look at the lineage of men and women. Women are nurturers. Women are family oriented. This is how it is. A woman could have sex with 100 guys. She can only get pregnant once a year. So her prime role
with abortion, she could get pregnant.
Yeah.
700
yes,
times.
and that's fine. But her prime position is family, is to be provided for. So if she's the provider and she's the CEO, she's a man. Why? Because she had to be in her masculine to get to that level. She was cutting throats and stepping on necks. She wasn't a pussy to get to that position. You know what I'm saying? She had to be like a man. Most likely, that won't work. I promise you, it won't work too long. If she has some type of value as far as visually, she body done, whatever, great sex, maybe I'll play with her. But men that get to that level, they want to start building family. I don't know men that get to CEO level and that's talking about, all I want to do is travel everywhere
Jeff
all day for the
Bezos.
rest of my life.
Who?
Jeff Bezos doesn't have a family. He's the second richest man in the world.
He did have a family. They got divorced.
You don't have kids, does he?
I don't know
I
Jeff
don't think he
Bezos.
does.
I know that they got divorced though.
Elon Musk don't want a family.
He still got
Elon Musk
married
got
though.
like fucking 14 kids.
He got 14 kids, but he
He's-
has no family.
He still got married though. You see what I'm saying?
But then they're a failure because their marriage failed.
But that's like another topic because I don't believe in those celebrity stuff.
But
Right.
but you said you don't know a man who just wants to travel and not have a family. But Jeff Bezos, all he was married, but they don't have any kids.
and now he's divorced.
That's not a family. What about There's what about that Chinese guy who went missing for like 2 months? The Chinese billionaire,
Who? I don't even know who you're talking
Jack
about.
Ma. I don't think he has kids.
Where did he go missing to?
I don't know. I don't even know if they found him. But this was like a year or two ago. But
This man over here.
he doesn't have no kids.
So he could still be missing. How does that fit into the bullet?
But that's the point. Like he is a successful man who doesn't care about family. You know, there
Oh, I
are
got
women
you.
who that they don't
Want families?
yeah, they don't want families either. So I don't, or you know what I mean? Like,
Well, I think this is where my skills of interpretation come. What discipline is saying is that women who don't want families are not in their feminine.
I think
They're not in their femininity.
for men, having a family is the end goal. But I think for a woman,
What's their
No,
end
I
goal?
think
I
a
think the
woman.
end goal
I think a
is-
woman having a family is the end goal.
I don't think
Marriage,
so, because
marriage, and family. And we're entitled. You're entitled to
I
your own
think
opinion.
men
But the truth
men
is,
use money to attract females so that way they can have their family. That's the end point. There's nothing else after that.
So
There's
what's the
no mo-
women want? What's the women's end goal?
I think by by the logic that discipline is saying that women, if their sole thing is to be a provider, I mean not
No.
a provider, a nurturer, then when the kids leave, then their job is done. Now what do they have left to do? Travel the world, be six. You know what I mean? There's so many old women like they're
older, which is
older women that
not
they're-
old.
Fuck you up. I
that their
will fuck
kids are
somebody
out of
up.
the their kids are out of the house, whatever. And what do? They're like, yo, I'm bored. Let me start a business.
Yeah, bitch, fuck you. I
But
did that.
that's exactly what I'm saying. But men will be like, they'll work hard.
so that
Their
they can
kids
have
are
a
out of the house
family.
and they're like, yo, let me chill now. It's the exact opposite. So I think, yeah, men's end goals
Mm-hmm.
are to have a family, and women's end goals is to
Get that money.
like not to get money, but like to experience
Fill
life,
their
I guess.
time.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because there's nothing else after nurturing.
That's true because women are the ones who do the child rearing the most. They're the ones staying at home and helping them with
Mm-hmm.
schoolwork and going on trips. And it's true when our kids get older, it's like, well, what do we do now?
Yeah, so they have to find success in other ways.
I think that's women now. I don't think that's traditional women. Like different types of women. Like your mindset might be categorizing all women in a
But
bubble.
I don't know
That's
any
not-
women who are like that. Like women my age, there's probably two
Yeah.
that are like super conservative traditional women. So I really can't speak to traditional women because to me, there's no such thing.
Yeah.
I don't see that anymore.
So I know
That's a dying breed.
I know some men who will travel. They have a girlfriend and they'll, travel and have fun and fuck different women, and they're rich.
Mm.
Now, ultimately, a man is gonna come to his brink where he's gonna want to have that one or two solid women where he could build a family and leave his legacy behind, especially if he's already building an empire.
But
Now,
what is legacy though? That's having a family. So the end goal is having a family.
Yeah, but the thing is, women's end goal is having a family as well. How many single mothers have we seen? There's way more in America than anywhere else.
But I don't think that's their goal. I think they just are stuck with that. I don't think their goal is to be, yo, let me be a fucking single mother. Nothing's better than that.
Yo, I definitely think their goal is to have family. Their biological clock is ticking.
a family, but not just
To be
being
a single mother.
Who would that? If that's your goal, you are sadly lost.
Well, that's what
There
I'm
are
saying.
women like that, though.
We're talking about modern women and traditional women. Modern women wouldn't have a problem being a single
single
mom.
mother, yep.
Why?
I don't
Why?
think so.
I'll tell
I'm
you
a-
why.
I
I'll
can
tell you
tell
why.
you why because I'm a woman. A woman today will say that I'll have kids. I don't have to get married or be
Exactly.
involved. You know why? Because they can now raise their children how they want. They don't have to. They don't have to share. Well, what's your opinion? No, they
That's
don't.
bullshit. Anybody who says that they would rather be a single woman than have the fucking father.
You showed. He sent
involved-
me.
Hold
he
on,
sent
I'm-
me something on
I'm-
IG where they were interviewing a woman, and she was like, "I want to have kids, but I don't want to get married. I
She-
don't want to have. I don't want to have."
get married. That
And-
doesn't mean be a single mother. But you
No. In it, she says.
So she wants to do everything by herself. She doesn't want the man involved
And
at
you-
all. No money.
And
No.
you know
nothing.
why?
That's
You know
bullshit.
why?
That's
You know
bullshit.
why? You know why they could do that now?
Because they get paid.
Who wants the harder road?
I'm gonna tell you why.
No, that doesn't make any sense.
I'm
They-
gonna tell you why. It's not a hard road. This is why. Because
Mm.
this is evolved from the years. Women now can get child support. Women now can get government assistance.
That's not.
Women now, yes, they
in
have
my opinion, that's not a single mother. then.
Dude,
If you're
dude,
getting child
they have-
support, you're not doing it by yourself. You're getting handouts from a stranger at that
and
point.
that's why they could.
Exactly.
That's why they could publicly say, "I would be a single mom," because they're hiding what they don't want to say: government assistance, child support,
Right.
If the child has a disability, you're getting a check
Disability,
from him.
yep.
They got 4 or 5 checks coming in, whether it's weekly, monthly. So they could say, oh, they could be on Section 8. Their rent is $60 a month. And they're fucking balling on Instagram with these Birkin bags. And we don't
Mhm.
know.
I don't know.
Exactly. That's
These
why a
are-
woman could go out there. A modern woman could say, listen,
To me,
it's-
that's not a woman.
there you go.
That's not a woman. That's a
They're
girl.
agreeing. They're agreeing right now. By the way, in case
That's
y'all
a
don't
girl.
know, I'm again the translator. They are agreeing.
That's a girl. Like if that's your whole mindset, like
yeah, but
you're not a
that's
real
your
woman.
generation right now, brother.
that's a lot of men in my
Yeah.
generation too. They have their priorities all fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Is it easier for a woman to get a man to commit and open up, or is it easier for a man to get a woman to have sex with him on the first night? Definitely sex
What's
on
he
the
look
first
like?
night.
What's he look like and what's in his pockets? Otherwise, a regular Joe,
Is going to open up to a chick?
no, he's gonna fucking commit way easier.
No. That's not the question. The question is it easier for a woman to get a man to open up,
To commit and open up.
or is it easier for a man to get a chick to have sex on the first night? It's way
Depends on the
easier.
man. Depends on
Nah.
the man.
No, it don't.
Yeah, it does.
All you gotta do is give
I'm not
her
gonna say
some
anybody's
drinks.
name.
Give her
I'm
some
not gonna
drinks.
say any. Yeah, that's
It does depend on the man, but this is most men. He's right. It does depend on the man. Because I never had sex on the first date in my whole life.
that's not a date.
But that's
Well-
because you chose not to.
Yeah.
Right.
So ultimately, even if she was throwing it at me, she can't get it. So he's right when he says most men. But to generalize men in general, is it easier for a woman to get a man to commit and open up, or to get for a man to get a woman to have sex with him on the first night? I think it's easier for a man to have to get a woman to have sex with him
Me
on the
too.
first night.
Me too.
I think you give men too much credit. I think there's a lot of. I think
Dating apps. Fucking these guys online. When women are visually attracted to these guys' status,
Okay,
their cars,
so
their money.
if we're gonna go with dating apps, how long are they talking before they have a date? Because a lot of women don't link up right away off a dating app. So you have to build some. You have to open up somewhat to get them to
No
link in
way.
the first place.
No way. Modern
Yes.
women are moving like men nowadays.
Yeah, I mean, we just talked about it.
Yup.
They're
They
ready
down to
have,
fuck the first night.
Nah,
Yeah, they're
not just
feeling-
anybody.
they're feeling
Traditional women-
horny.
traditional
You said
women-
They
it.
don't want a bum. They don't want to.
Nah,
They don't want to fucking. I'm not. Yo, I was about to throw some shade, bro. They don't want this bum ass fucking cornball ass guy who can't even get a sentence out without spraying them down. You know what I mean? Like that's not gonna. He's not getting nothing on the first date.
Okay, let's say it's a regular guy like you.
Regular guy like I'm not a regular guy.
Okay,
so
let's say it's a guy like you and discipline. And y'all
probably
two-
yeah.
okay.
But I'm not a regular guy. There you go. So I could probably get a woman too, but
another guy won't.
if I go with 10 of my homies, are all 10 of us gonna get a girl to fuck us on the first night? No, probably
No.
one of us.
No.
Probably 2 of us.
Yeah.
So no, I think it's easier for women to get men to commit and open up because all they have to do is.
Not the commit part. Sorry,
I think
there's
so.
no way.
I think so.
Well, you know what? We
How
can
many
agree to disagree.
marriages have happened because of
A one
having
night stand?
having a baby? They trap them with a baby.
A
That's not a
few.
one night stand. That could be months, and they're like, you know
or
what?
it could
I'm
be
about
a
to
one
leave.
night stand. I know women who have gone out, had sex, and now they're pregnant, and now they had a kid.
What's more common in history? One night stand pregnancies or shotgun weddings? There's no such thing as a term for one night stand pregnancies. There's no term for that. But everybody knows what a shotgun wedding is.
Yeah, but if you get a girl pregnant out of a one night stand, you could be talking to her like how you said.
If I get a girl pregnant on a one night stand,
Can I finish my?
her
my,
kids are
my
bastards.
word.
They will never see
Shit.
me.
You're
Oh,
awful,
shit.
bro. This is how I raised you.
That's a joke. That's a joke.
You see?
But most men, they will not go back. 'Cause
Yeah,
I
that's
met you
very
the first
true.
time. Hey, I don't even know your number.
That's true. And now I forgot what I was gonna say. So, all right.
The commitment part. I
nah.
mean, these questions are they're subjective. They're your opinion. So
Thinking
No.
exercises.
All right. Single and fucking. What does that mean to you?
I'm just-
Exactly that.
I'm on my hoe shit, yeah.
Mm. Now you said before that you were not a recovering. What's the word? Not recovering hoe.
Rehabilitated?
Rehabilitated hoe. Is this something new? You don't consider yourself a hoe now? You were a big asshole before.
thing is like a drug addict. Like a drug addict is always a drug addict, but they're just not using right now. So I
You're
love
not
the whole
use-
shit. I love ratchet bitches. Don't get me wrong, but that's not.
You
that's-
love ratchet bitches, but you was just talking shit about a ratchet bitch.
I'm talking shit about a bum bitch. There's a
Mm.
difference.
Mm.
I love ghetto bitches, but the thing is like, is that really like? How many ratchet bitches are gonna be about their bread like that? Like how I'm looking for. So I'm like, I gotta make. I love a lot of different type of women. You know what I mean?
This man is like,
So it's hard for me to decide, but I've been with the ratchet. So I'm like, let me try to get like a finer woman now. You know, so now I'm getting older, trying to do different things.
Finer woman. What does that mean?
Like with a woman's
Like
mentality.
a quality woman.
Yeah, yeah.
Where would you
yeah.
find one of those?
Oh,
I don't know. The grocery aisle.
Well, according to discipline, you have to go to like the bookstore. Oh, and the groceries.
Yeah,
too,
the grocery aisle.
supermarket.
well, okay. So single and fucking. What does that mean to you?
I think single and fucking to me means you have a
Fuck
friends
buddy?
with benefit. Yeah, friends with
Okay.
benefits.
Yeah.
I would call that a situationship.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
What's the difference between a friends with benefits and a situationship?
No. Single and fucking.
Oh, that's a situationship.
No.
Oh,
Friends with
Lord.
benefits is a situationship. But single and fucking could be just, I'm just fucking who I find attractive in that day.
Yeah, because
That's awful.
yes, that's true. Like promiscuous. You're promiscuous.
yeah.
Also, that could be just one person. Like maybe she's not promiscuous. Maybe she just wants that one consistent weekly dick, right? But there's no friends with benefits. Friends with benefits is a little bit more adding emotion because
Mhm.
maybe y'all talk about things and y'all hang out.
Right.
Yeah, our
Or
friends.
smoke.
Go to the club,
Smoke some
dance,
weed together or something.
smoke some weed together,
Yeah.
and y'all fuck. That's friends with benefits. But if it's just single and fucking, whether it's a man and woman, it's like this. We haven't talked in months.
What
The
you
next
doing?
month
Come on
comes
down.
back. Yo, I'm off my period. The girl, come over.
I'm in town. Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
or I'm in town. They haven't talked. You know what I'm saying? I'm in town. I'm staying at this hotel, or I'm coming over your house.
That's just one of your
Mm.
hoes.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
like
Lord.
single and fucking also.
Yeah, yeah,
The
yeah.
friends with benefits is beyond that. Because the friends with benefits, you're adding emotion a little bit.
Right.
Yeah,
Hence the word friends.
single and fucking would be like an umbrella term, and then in there is all my hoe shit, friends with benefits,
Yeah.
fuck buddy,
Okay.
maybe whatever.
So you don't know where.
He said grocery store for quality women.
Yeah.
Where
I
else?
think
Bookstore,
Bookstore.
fucking
I think to find quality men or
Schools.
women, yeah, schools, but definitely like you have to put-
college schools.
yeah, I hope not high school.
No, yeah,
university.
just had to be safe with that.
Is going on like group chats. I know like in I'm not a big Facebook user, but Facebook has like, like putting yourself out in groups that you have things in common.
Mm.
I always feel like that's a good place
Okay.
to find people that you're gonna connect with.
That's true.
So where would women find quality men?
I just said in like the groups.
Oh, so this is both?
Yeah, both.
Okay. So I believe
They
that
don't pay attention to me, man.
I believe that where you're gonna find quality people are in places that are necessity to for human beings. For example, might be at a gas station, might be at the bookstore, might be at the grocery store, library,
Never thought about the gas station, but
library.
it does make sense.
And you could check out what kind of car they're driving too.
Yeah,
Facts.
you're right. So now, where you might not find them, it's rare. It's like 1 out of 10.
Are they a
Clubs.
20 in the tank or a fill the tank up type of person?
Oh Lord.
So like clubs, that's like the worst
Church.
place.
Don't find them
A
in church.
bar.
That's for sure.
No,
Church-
yeah.
church
Anywhere where there's
depends.
alcohol is probably
Nope.
not a good idea to meet somebody.
No.
Yeah,
That's
definitely
very
not.
bad.
Very
All right.
bad.
Why aren't women approaching men they truly desire and asking for their numbers? I can't answer that because back in my day I did approach men that I was interested in. So
You know what's funny? This girl actually DM'd me on Tinder and was like, "Can you just be my boyfriend now?" And I was like, "Nah." Well, I didn't say it like that. I was a little bit nicer, but I'm not a heartbreaker. A little bit. But what was the question? Scroll back up.
this man.
Oh.
What-
I think it's because, like I said, with the nature versus nurture, like women are bred to be like, oh, you have to approach me, you have to ask me out, you have to ask
Yeah.
me to marry you, you have
Yeah.
to ask me to dinner, you got to pay for it. They're like made to be like some diamond, but I mean, be real with you, you're just a person too. You can ask guys out, You could pay for the dinner. You could ask somebody to marry you.
I've done all of that, people. I've done all of that.
The
I've
reason
done all of that.
the reason, well, you're like in the 1-2%, and probably back then when you were doing it is because you didn't care about rejection. You had a lot
I
of
sure didn't.
confidence, and you didn't need
The confidence is
validation.
still there, baby.
You didn't need validation. So why aren't women doing this? Because low self-esteem,
Mm-hmm.
afraid of rejection. Women try to avoid risk as much as possible.
Yeah.
You know, we could put this into like the wage gap and the professional jobs like firefighters and stuff of that nature. So women try to avoid risk as much as possible. They don't know what the ramifications could be. What if he doesn't like me?
Well, women are hardwired to be safer in their choices. Like going back to when we were like monkey people, the women were like picking berries and shit like that, while the men went and took risks hunting shit.
This man
You know
said
what I mean?
monkey people. Boy,
Cave people, whatever it is.
what the fuck? It's a
Cave era.
caveman. Yeah, cave
Yeah,
era.
caveman era. Yeah,
I meant primitive.
yeah,
Ah.
There we go, Neanderthals.
Yeah.
We were
There
like,
we go.
yeah.
there we
I was
go.
like, what
So-
the
I couldn't think of the word.
Yeah,
I just
so you're
thought
right.
hairy person.
You're right. It comes down to the nature versus nurture.
Yep.
So with this question, women get back in their nature. It doesn't matter if she's a CEO, alpha, whatever, rips men's heads off verbally or physically. No, not physically. You can't do that. But you know what I mean. They want to get back into like their girly. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they meet a man, like, oh no, I don't want to approach him. I want to know if he's gonna approach me. So if
But
he's
I
interested.
also think that women, it's not like they're just sitting there like a rock. They throw like hints. So like,
Yeah.
that's not really approaching, but it's like,
They'll look at
it's
you.
like paving the road to be
Yeah.
approached.
Yes, and
Yeah.
women, I agree with you. I'm gonna piggyback off that. Women approach men this way, behind a screen, dating apps, Instagram DMs, because they're still protected. Or they flirt through proximity. They
Yeah.
dress provocatively.
Flip their hair.
If I dress this way,
They
he
look
probably
at
gonna
you.
come up to me, buy me a drink or whatever. Like you said, flip their hair and the
Mhm.
hints.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's like a way of women approaching men.
Yeah.
Well, this next bullet, you kind of touched on it with your last answer. Why are men required to do all the spoiling in relationships? And why are they required to approach women, pay
'Cause
for the
they're
first
not-
date, make decisions in
They're
the
not
court?
in their, how discipline would put it, they're not in their manly.
Man,
A manly
They're
man
not in their manly.
is gonna be like, yo, you taking me out. Where are we going? You taking me out.
Ooh.
What am I getting?
This is enough right
Ooh.
here.
You see, I
This
like
is
this.
enough.
I like that. I like this.
Like with my ex, like, shout out her.
he gained a
But-
lot of points with me.
Oh,
She
God.
drove. I didn't drive.
That's
'cause
because
I
you're
was-
lazy.
Because I was the man. No,
Whoa.
I'm joking.
Oh.
that has nothing to do with lazy.
No,
Pause.
we're talking about my son right here.
Nah,
And he
hell
was
nah,
being driven
lazy.
around because he was lazy.
I don't like to drive.
And you
So,
don't like to put gas in your car either.
I'm a full tank type of guy. You better watch who you
Yeah,
talking
because
to.
you don't drive your car. Or you didn't back
I
then.
put full tank. I put 60 every time. No,
So-
but
Yeah, so why do you think men are required to do
I think
this?
men just are. I think what it is that men, once they get the girl, they kind of lose like focus. They're like, all right, so they're not asking themselves what's next. What's next is like now, how you got the girl, so now how do you make it beneficial to you? You can't just be constantly like on her beck and call. Like, no, like you gotta take me out too. You gotta make me feel like a man. You gotta make me, feel equal. It's not making me feel like the better one or you're the better one. You make me feel like an equal in this relationship, or else, fuck am I doing?
Mm,
I think it's a societal,
yeah.
societal.
I think that's how we
standards.
raise
Um,
them.
Yeah, learned behavior, type of shit.
Did I raise you like that? Did I tell you that you have to always be the one to go?
Hell no.
No ve? The 2%, baby.
But I think that's what it is,
Yeah.
really. It's like, the women have always been viewed having the lesser genes, so it's always like protect, provide. That's why it's like almost like a standard of spoiling. But that's the biggest misconception pertaining to a relationship, that men
Mhm.
are required to do all the
Mhm.
spoiling.
Mhm.
And it comes down to like, because I've been around a lot of traditional women, even currently. So if I meet a modern woman, she's gonna have to adjust to me because I'm traditional. So I have traditional values, traditional ways.
But why would you even if you're traditional and she's modern, why would you like entertain that in the first place?
Because I might see traditional
Traits.
traits,
Okay.
maternal
He
instincts.
likes a challenge also.
You know, I don't
Um,
like a girl who's just gonna be like, "Oh, I'm in love with you." Hell no. What?
Yeah.
I
You
want
like
you
a-
to
you like a little-
hate me at first.
You like a little pushback.
Yo, he's funny.
This man is a psycho.
You
Who
gotta,
raised
you
him?
gotta stab me if you love me.
Oh shit.
No. That's just a song.
Boy, you making us look
Mm.
real toxic in this up in here.
No, I mean, me personally, like, I do find it entertaining, exciting, the toxicness, but it gets old at a point.
See,
Well, this is age.
it's good
'cause
for like a year.
we've had this on this topic before. It's definitely age when it comes to liking that toxicity, that fucking
yeah,
you know
because
break up to
I
make
liked
up
it.
type shit.
I
yeah.
liked it. Like I was
Who
like
doesn't?
22, 23, 24.
Girls too, younger. They like
Yeah.
when their boyfriends be like, "Ah, where were you?" And they're like, "Oh, he loves me so much."
Oh,
Yeah.
see, now I'm
A
not
girl-
that type.
Right, but this is different type of people.
Yeah.
But then you have older women that it's like, don't fucking ask me all the time where the fuck am I going. Like I'm a
Mhm.
grown ass woman. If you don't,
Okay, where are
Yeah.
you going?
That's
No,
what that's what I'm
bitch.
saying. Like it depends on the woman because the woman could be modern, right? But have like a traditional mindset or whatever. And they may not require all these like you might not have to set high standards for her.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? You may not have to give her rules. She might already hold herself accountable.
Okay.
You know, so me, I vet women. You know, I vet them. I watch them for a while. This is why I don't have sex right away. So I love the challenge, one, but two, I love to put in the work for something that
yeah.
I want because I'm gonna appreciate it.
Mhm.
If I have sex with you on the first night, I already know I'm not gonna put in work. I'm not gonna care.
I agree
wasn't a
to a point.
challenge.
I'm not
It
gonna want
wasn't
to
a
have sex the
challenge.
first night, but I'm not saying that itself is a deal breaker because it might be like we just vibe really good and we're like, you know what, fuck it, why wait? I'm not really that type, but I mean, I'm not gonna say it's not possible.
Mm,
You know what I mean?
okay. Why are men required to approach women, pay on the first date, make decisions in the courtship, plan, protect, provide? If there's so many women empowered now.
I think it's just like what we said. It's how men are raised.
Okay.
Yeah.
If
If-
a woman or a man is in a relationship and they're not sexually intimate, are they still in a relationship?
Yes, it's
Oh.
a friendship.
'cause
It's a friendship though to me.
Some people like I'm really one of these people who fucking hate like the whole identity politics. But like, let's say you're somebody who is asexual, and that's fine. You know, I just don't like to put labels on anything. But let's say you're
Mhm.
somebody who doesn't like that.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
You could be in a relationship. I don't
Yeah.
think that makes it not a relationship. But if you're somebody who does like sex, and you're like not getting any in your relationship, then
Mm.
what are you there for? I mean, not what are
Exactly.
you there for. It's not like that makes everything. But that's a big part.
Especially if that person likes to have sex.
Mm.
Yeah, it's like
I know.
I don't like to talk to my girlfriend. Well, talking is a big part.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Absolutely.
I know. I think a lot of women are the ones who stop liking having sex, and it's after marriage, obviously, and then it's the husband that now has to suffer.
It depends. She could have a high libido.
Right? No, but I'm saying I know more of women that lose their sexuality.
Yeah, but you come from like that not
I-
older time,
You
but
better
like
watch
older
your
than my
motherfucking-
time. Like I feel like nowadays, like
I mean, I am older than your time, fool. I'm your
no,
mother.
I know, but I'm saying like people back then like
This-
settled.
This is
They'd be like,
entertaining.
oh, like we'll just stay together for the kids. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Like my
Yeah, like
generation,
Kia.
I feel like they're like fuck it. Like exactly what you guys said before. I'll be a single parent. Like fuck you.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
You shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. All right. If women don't know what they want, but they know what they like, and they say they desire good men, but then they end up fucking with boys, or they say that what they desire men to do to make them feel safe, appreciated, and protected, but they don't find those men who
Who
do this naturally, and they're with the opposite of that. Should men listen to women when it pertains to relationship and commitment?
It depends on the person, but like I fall into that. Like I say like, oh, I want a woman who's focused and like a woman's woman. But then I'd be like fucking with hoes like the next day. Like not the next day. I've been solid, but you get what I'm saying. Like I'm like, you know what? I do miss like these bitches who just be punching on you.
What
Oh
is
my
wrong with
gosh.
you?
You know, so
Where does that stem from?
I think it's
Childhood
just,
trauma.
I just like to fight.
Yes.
Like, I not fight like me fighting the girl, but I just think it's like fun. Like, I
It's
think
true.
it's so
He likes
boring.
he likes to stir the pot and then sit back and watch
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
mayhem that he has caused.
Mm.
Because he does it with his sister as well.
Are you like kind of like sadist?
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah,
go
yeah.
with
I
hell
mean, I'm
yeah.
like kind of both. Like, I like punch me in the fucking
Oh,
not in the mouth. Punch me in the
He's a
fucking
masochist.
cheek. I'm both. Like,
Oh,
I'm not gonna slap a girl just because I feel like that's like a little too far. In bed, yeah, but I'm not gonna put my hands in a fight.
Oh, he did do only choose one. You can only choose one group you would have. Love and loyalty or just lust and sex. You can only choose one. Ding, 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 ding. That's Jeopardy music, by the way.
I don't know.
I
That's a
know which
hard
one I
one.
picked. No, it's not. It's super easy.
That's a hard one because I'm still like a young man, so I feel like my brain is not fully on like
So you're on lust and sex, aren't you?
I'm like hovering, but I would probably choose love and loyalty just to really make a good decision.
Okay, I'm gonna
I'm gonna
choose.
think with my head on my shoulders.
That's nice. I'm gonna say love and loyalty because when you have that love and loyalty, that sex and that lust and that sex comes with that.
But what if they don't got nothing down there? It's just Barbie doll skin.
You're talking about a girl or a boy?
Both. Like, what if they don't got nothing down there?
How can a girl have nothing down there? That's how it is.
She just got a pee hole. That's it. Pee hole and a poop hole.
You know what? This is why I don't have these conversations with you because you want to come with some extra out there type shit. How is a girl not gonna have nothing?
It says love and loyalty. It doesn't say anything about sex, so you don't have
What do you
nothing
mean?
down there. Or
Lust and sex.
you got to choose
So
one.
if you love somebody, that excludes
I'm
having
saying,
sex
no,
with
no,
them.
no. I'm saying, what if that was the choice?
No. The choice is clear: love and
But
lust,
what if that's-
or love and loyalty, or lust and sex.
But
No,
what if that's
we're not
the
adding
fine text?
extra. We're not adding
I
extra.
already chose mine.
I chose mine too: love and loyalty.
Yeah, so for me, it comes down to the connection. Lust and sex are temporary, and if this is pertaining to a relationship, love and loyalty for me, because I'm gonna want to grow old with a woman or two. Poly, that'll be another topic. A woman or two. So I always see view long term. So definitely the love and the loyalty, because there's gonna come to a point where y'all might not be having sex as often as you wanted to. Like, I lost my virginity at 15. I was fucking 3 times a day with my girl. But now that I have more responsibility, I'll be lucky if I get it once a week, twice. And that's because of me. Like,
Yeah, you
because
just don't want to.
I'm on my purpose.
Yeah.
What you were saying earlier is, I agree with. A lot of men get with women and then they just
Forget.
everything. They oh, this is the goal. They just stop doing the things that they liked. Oh, I'm going out to my boys, my friends. I can't do that anymore. They relinquish a lot of things, and
Yeah.
they don't stay on their purpose. They
Yep.
quit. And I met a lot of guys like this. I had to stop doing business with them because it's like, yo, we had a business meeting. You're telling me you're out with wifey grocery
mhm.
shopping? Why didn't you tell her we had this? We set this 3 weeks prior.
Yep.
We
I
set
agree.
this meeting 3 weeks prior.
Yeah.
So now it's like, you can't tell wifey that you have a meeting with me? I had to stop. So I've seen it firsthand.
Mhm.
Like, men do it often, and it might be a subconscious thing, but when they get that girl finally, they're like, that's my goal.
Yeah.
So they just quit. But that lust and the sex is just temporary. You know what I'm saying? And it depends. Like me, I like to go multiple rounds. Some people won't even last a round. So it's temporary. You're not adding foreplay. It might be 10 minutes. If you're adding foreplay, 30.
How
But
awful.
it's temporary. So ultimately, the connection is what matters. But eventually, people will quit the lust and the sex. I don't care if that's a hoe. She's a hoe at 22 years old. She's gonna get 30 and she's gonna be like, oh, I wanna have a family now. My biological clock is ticking. Eventually, she's gonna like stop wanting to be promiscuous and get that one guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So even a man, you could fuck 100 women in a year. You're gonna get bored.
Yeah.
You're gonna
I mean,
eventually.
isn't that what they say? Like the rappers and stuff, like they fuck so much that it's like it all feels the same now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now it's not even like it's a sport to you now. You don't have emotion. It's just, yo, I'm out of town. I gotta nail something because I'm
Right.
out of town.
Right.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So Yeah.
All right, so
But,
we have our final thoughts. Do you have final thoughts?
Yeah, no, I actually have a question. So,
Uh-oh.
well, I have two questions. Have you ever dated two girls at once?
Yes.
Did you let them, not let them, but
They
did
knew
you
about
encourage them to hang out?
Yes.
You did.
Yes.
Did they?
Yes.
And how did that turn out? Because in my experience, that's a horrible idea. You gotta keep them separate.
It
Why
turned
is
out
that?
it turned out well.
Oh, it turned out well?
Yeah.
Maybe because I was fucking with white girls. That's probably what it is.
Oh my God.
That's probably what it is. I'm sorry.
White girls are actually more submissive, they say.
Oh, I hate them. No,
Oh
no, I
my
don't hate them. I'm
God.
sorry. That sounded
You gotta
terrible.
cut that out,
I meant
brother.
I hate
You gotta cut
super
that.
submissive women. That's what I meant.
Oh, okay.
I
No.
thought
Because
you
I've
said he
I've
hates
dated
white
I've
women.
dated I've dated black, I've dated Latina, I've dated Egyptian, I've dated
I've only
white.
dated white and Asian.
Yeah.
That's it. But I've been with a lot of other girls, but
Dating, just those two.
yeah.
Those two kinds.
Yeah, but
It was
I don't really like them too submissive. Like, fucking yell at me, throw a drink at me, bro.
it
If I
was
fuck up, throw a drink in my face and be like, I'm never talking to you again, and then we'll hang out 2 days later.
now it wasn't
Oh,
always
Lord.
like that because I've been with women where, you know, I've had two women and they knew about each other but they didn't get along. So I kept it separate.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? I just did my thing, but I let them know like eventually like I would like everybody to get along, and it wasn't happening. Then I met like two other women, and they were cool, and I was like, you know what? I put the standard because they were both very submissive,
Mhm.
so they were following my lead. Whereas the women prior to that, they were more dominant.
Yeah.
So they wanted a separate relationship with me. They didn't give a like, one woman told me, I don't want to know about her. I just want to fuck with you. And don't tell me about it. I don't want to see shit.
I
You
think
see-
what would work is like one who is submissive and one who's not. I think that would probably be a better dynamic because not that neither of the girls were submissive or whatever. It was just kind of like, I think I was just on some dickhead shit, to be honest. Like I was just
You
like,
know what? I
I was
believe
just
that.
doing me. I was like, I'll let y'all two hang out. You don't need me.
Mm.
All right. So,
So-
do you have any final thoughts though?
Um,
Are single people really single?
depends. That's my final thought.
Oh,
Okay.
God. All right.
What do you say?
Are single people really single? I think that in this day and age, everybody has a different definition for that. And whatever your definition is, as long as you're not hurting somebody else and you're staying, keeping yourself safe, by going out and having sex with multiple people, whatever you want to do, just
No dirty
that-
dicking.
just stay safe and don't lie. Be honest about things.
Yeah.
You can lie a little bit, not too much.
People have to be honest.
This
with
was my final thoughts. Jesus.
Well, a
but
little bit of lies.
people have to be honest with each other,
Mhm.
especially if they want something real. Even if it's just gonna be a sexual thing. Like, listen, I don't see a future with you, but you get my loins going. So I just want to have sex, and maybe it could be a weekly consistent sex thing, but I don't see myself having kids with you. I don't see us moving in together.
You make me
I
Randy,
don't,
baby.
you know
Or
what I'm
maybe
saying?
not say all of that. Dag.
No, it
Just be
might.
like, listen,
it might
it's just
work.
not going to work out.
You for the moment.
It
not
might
forever.
work. Stuff like that has worked, for men that I know.
Mm-hmm.
And I think people just need to be more honest with each other, and you're gonna get that back. Now, there's people out there who just be like, I'm single, but they're sexually active. I ask women the right questions
Mm.
because if I meet a woman and she tell me she's single, and then down the line this fucking guy just calls my phone and starts yelling at me, yo, how you talk to her? That's my fault because I didn't ask her the right questions.
Oh, I'm
Now,
gonna
if
be
she
asking.
lies, it's on her. That's
Yeah.
her karma. If she's single and fucking, and I ask her, you're single? She says yes. Now, are you single and sexually active? Fucking a man, not masturbation. Fucking with a man. Yes. You see what I'm saying? Or she says no because he's like, I don't want to scare him away.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm not going to let him know I'm sexually active. And then something down the line, because the ancestors will always put something in front of me.
Well, I think
to-
if you ask, I feel like if I'm asked, kind of have like an obligation to be honest, but I'm also not the type to ask. I don't care if you have I don't care what you got going on. What are we doing? I don't care if you're married.
You know why you have to care? Let me put you
I
on
know it
something.
can be dangerous, but at the
Yes.
same time,
Yes. Yo, men are killing for pussy.
Innocence-
Men went to war for pussy.
absence of knowledge is not like a crime. You know what I mean? So if I didn't know, and I mean,
That's what you're gonna tell the crazy dude?
I was like, hey, I don't know. If
He's
you
not
want
a-
to get laid down, you can get laid down. But I didn't know, so you take it up with her.
Mm,
You go beat her ass, not mine.
You're a
mm.
damn liar.
Nah, don't beat her ass.
Now, if women want commitment from men, these are my final thoughts. They have to be willing to not settle and lower their standards and put in the work to get that man or with men. If a woman is dressed provocatively online or in public, it's an open invitation in a man's mind to approach her for sexual favors. Strippers and prostitutes and sex workers advertise, not regular women. Too many people are settling or using fake superficialities to bait or nail the opposite sex in order to get something real, which I think is asinine and irony and it's karma. Men appreciate what they have to work for, women cherish and value what they have to earn. So when there's women out there that are complaining about these ain't shit guys, you a ain't shit bitch
Oh,
because you choose those ain't shit guys. You choose to lay with them and all of this stuff. Some women will know that they're getting in a situation where the guy's like, listen, like you said, I'm going with the flow. I don't know, whatever it is. The sex is good.
Listen, baby, I ain't shit.
The sex is good. And then
I'ma tell you
now,
up front.
now they start saying, what are we? This, and that. They start forcing you to be in a relationship with them. This is the manipulation because it's like, girl, if you're telling a girl that she's the one at fault, not you,
Mhm.
because you telling her I ain't shit, I'm gonna treat you bad, but I'm gonna fuck you good.
just keep it honest,
I'm not
man.
gonna treat you bad, but I'm not gonna treat you the best.
And then now she starts acting up and getting emotional. That's on her. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. But if the man's kind of like withholding that stuff and he's lying,
I'll be the
then
best
it's on him.
man ever. I'll treat you like
Oh,
a princess.
Lord.
I got eyes for only you.
Hell nah.
You know what I'm saying? If he's lying, you know what I'm saying? Then it's on him.
I got a wandering eye like a pirate. You know, they
Alrighty
got
then.
the fake eye.
I love his analogies.
Yo, that's why he's a rapper. Yeah, he's an artist. Pot's too
Oh
cold.
man, his
Hey,
metaphors.
there we go.
All right, so that was it. Thank you for being a guest.
Of course,
Really
thank you for having
appreciate
me.
it. This
Mm.
mental exercise. I love the debates. I love it. Healthy debates are great.
He's
These
good.
conversations
He's
are
good.
needed.
He's good to have debates with because he likes to talk, much like you.
Model
Yeah.
UN. Never did it, but I should have.
Oh Lord. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us on tonight's episode of the Discipline Therapy Podcast.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Peace.
Peace.